So it's it's not just the only thing, but that's a very common thing. And then also, if you feel like drawn to Pleiadian information that you come across, and it sparks a little something in you, then that's something to follow. And you can call in Pleiadians and ask them. I know Stephanie was asking if uh, one of us were a parallel version of her, um, or a higher version of her. And no, we're not. She's been highly involved with the Pleiadians, but and has done a life as a Pleiadian, but it's not her most core, um,
Mm.
most incarnated um, version. So that'll answer her question when she watches this back. We will make her watch it back.
Okay. Very cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Um, let's see. I was asking someone asked very just quickly, how can they strengthen their telepathic skills?
um, you start practicing, literally start asking to work with the Pleiadian and and just start thinking to a Pleiadian being. And if you, oh, and then here's a tip to strengthen your telepathy. When you think a question out there and then you get a response, trust that that's a response to your question and don't be like, oh, well, I answered that or I expected that. Just let go and receive. Ask the question, put it out there in your mind. First, make sure that you have your space cleared, you got your protection around you so you know, and then set an intention and actually just call on a Pleiadian and just be like, if I have a Pleiadian guide, please step in and let's do some telepathic exercises. And the first step that I would recommend is asking the question and then letting go and just listening and trusting that what you hear or what you think or what you sense in
Mhm.
your mind, it's not necessarily hearing in your inner ear, it's like a feeling in your mind and in your body of an answer. So it's really just um, letting go. Put it out there, ask the question, release, relax, open your mind, and see what drops in. But
Yeah.
really set the intention to work with a Pleiadian, and we'll come in and really show you some cool stuff.
Sometimes I feel like I get sent thoughts that almost like ping a movie or a book that I've read, and it's like so it's not even like a thought. It almost like remember that scene, da, 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 and it's like
Yeah, and
you
that
guys use
there,
our database in a way.
and yeah, exactly, and that's another form of your team communicating with you telepathically and your higher self too. That is like the images and the pings and the thoughts that drop into you, you know, you got to give credit to your higher self and your team for those and not be like, oh, well, I just made that up because get over yourself. It's you're givers that just allow yourself to receive that stuff and be like, yeah, that was something from my team or that was from my higher self instead of
That's
thinking, oh, that's just it. Don't minimize it, accept it.
that is true. Something I was definitely working on last year. Um, this question kind of goes with that. Someone's asking, how do you feel about humans using divination tools such as the pendulums and the rods to connect? And does that help strengthen that telepathic connection as well?
The tools are great to help strengthen your telepathic um, and just being able to see the yes and no's. It's such a wonderful tool to start to really feel, and it does. Using tools does strengthen um, your confidence, and then also it strengthens your ability to perceive that there is an outside energy communicating with you. So I encourage you to, yes, use tools until you feel like until you get pushed to advance further out and do weirder stuff. Like, and then when I say weirder stuff, it's more like just funky muscle testing and stuff. But yes, tools are great.
Okay, awesome. Um, someone had also mentioned that, a lot of star seeds, we struggle early on, but I think we also get labeled as like ADHD or autistic here.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's a super common star seed like label that we get. What would you like to say about how common that is and what that really means?
It it is incredibly common, and it's part of your beautiful gifts. You're not meant to fit into that structured, I guess. So a lot of you came in with ADHD and autism. Star seeds have that, and that's a tall tale sign um, that you're a star seed. And don't try to medicate yourself or try to try like I'm not a doctor or anything, but th that's the system saw it as a ADHD as a problem and
Mhm.
put a band-aid over it with the medication that zonked out and kept kids from being connected. And um, this might come from you know, because of this channel's filter and lens, I'm pulling that she uh, has ADHD and stopped taking her medication, and I'm pulling from her system. Uh, it's hard to it's hard for people with ADHD to function in a production world. You got to produce, produce, produce,
Mhm.
instead of be. And um, it's recommended to naturally uh, find maybe a natural alternative than a chemical stimulant. Because
Yeah.
if you're trying to connect with or calm your nervous system, and really build a structured safety like within your body and your vessel and your nervous system. Stimulants to that extent, or maybe just cut it down if you're medicated and you want to kind of get be able to really sense more, because the it stimulants can really um, screw up your energy signals,
I agree.
and so the more relaxed and the more natural you are, the easier it is for us to come in and for your higher self to come in and for you to build trust and sense the things around you and really lean into your empathic senses.
Okay.
I that
Yeah,
kind of
there's oh, go ahead.
oh, sorry, that kind of got off the tracks, but I'm
No, it
sorry.
did. It's helpful because they are coming up with new things that aren't like the speed medication that we're used to
Yeah,
taking. And I actually want to know, so, they have these new peptides, and one of them is, or there's two called Cmax and Cilank, and they're supposed to help with the executive dysfunction and like calming of the mind, but without rocking your body with stimulants. And I was wondering if you guys had an opinion on them.
those are a good, gentle alternative.
Okay.
Um,
Someone's also
and
asking about SSRIs for, I think that's for depression, correct? It's like mood stabilizers.
yeah, take the medications that you feel that you need to get through where you're at emotionally, like it, and always consult your doctor. Just disclose or not
Yeah,
disclosure,
that's a disclaimer.
disclaimer. But the more natural and less uh, synthetic substances in your system, the better. And
Yeah.
and mood stabilizers, if you need them, you know, take them. But um, a more holistic approach for things is probably the most recommended.
Mhm.
Um, because, and I don't want to get into too much of but there's there's a re, there's a bigger reason why synthetic pharmaceuticals have been flushed into humanity.
Mm-hmm.
And so um, it's not going to happen overnight, but people are going to naturally go back to more of a holistic mm,
Way of being.
way of
Yeah.
being, and you won't need all these things because
Hmm.
when you start healing, you don't get sick.
Right. We'll be more in tune with our true selves.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. I know we're talking to a male Pleiadian,
Hmm.
but I was wondering if you could give us a little bit of information on like the gender expressions and your procreation. Do you procreate? How differently? How is that decision made to bring a new life into the Pleiadian family? And how is your family unit, I guess, organized? Is it anything like ours?
The Pleiadian children come in with a knowing, and they come in specifically to spend time with the elders and learn. So it's like there's an agreement to incarnate depending on what form they choose to take. A lot of, you know, and then um, carrying, it's not like how humans conceive and have children. It's, I don't have a word to describe it, but I guess the closest thing that I can come up with is just to give you kind of an idea is there's like a pod,
Mm,
and uh, it is nurtured and carried and held by a feminine energy of sort, and it takes the two energies like to agree to come together and create this being,
mm-hmm,
and then but it's not necessarily like intercourse and
mm-hmm.
carry a baby to term and birthing it that way. It's very more ethereal agreement and like a manifestation. I don't have a word for I did
Yeah.
but there's a lot that goes into it, and it's a very the children that come to be in the Pleiades, they come to spend time with the elders, so it's like when um, they incarnate, they
Mm-hmm.
spend their early time, years,
Yeah.
well, I guess we'll speak in human, early years, their developing
Mhm.
years with elders. Elders
Mm,
care for children,
I love that. That's how it should be here. Mm,
where they receive the wisdom, and a lot of souls will incarnate to have that specific upbringing with Pleiadian elders. Just a part of their soul journey, the experience, the recording of their thread.
interesting. And is it like it is here where the children come in as soul, like soul family, like so they come in the same?
Yeah,
Very cool. Yeah, someone is saying that that sounds a lot like how there are some places that try and incorporate retirement homes with preschools because they see that it's so beneficial for both.
that's genius.
Yes, we need more of that to give
It's
people because it
the
really
kind.
wakes up the elder minds.
It's great for the children too. It's great for
Mhm.
both beings, both age
Yeah.
groups.
Someone had a question. Then do you also choose when it's time to pass away?
Hmm. Just choose.
Interesting.
It's not as Earth is very unique.
Yeah. And so you guys don't have time the way we have time here.
No, yeah.
So it
So
wouldn't be accurate to say like you've lived hundreds of years or hundreds of cycles.
right, it's I. You just are. You just exist,
Interesting.
and you have the experience that you're experiencing.
Interesting.
And then, yeah, I guess if your mind is capable of it, to begin to start testing, thinking, imagining what it's like outside of time. I would recommend just start playing with it. Just try imagining. Like if you're just sitting there quiet one day, or start thinking about what's it like outside of time, and just see where your mind goes, or see where your mind remembers.
Hmm. Yeah, that's an interesting practice, and it's so hard because like I know I got to get my kids in a couple hours, and there's so many like hourly, daily, weekly concerns for humans.
Yeah, so if you find yourself with the just a, you're sitting there like, oh, I've got a minute, I'm just gonna sit here silent. Just try to um, pull your imagination or your mind up and out, like just zoom out. See if you can just, that's imagination play, and that helps with your inner vision as well as just doing that kind of like, I wonder what it, just imagining what it's like outside of time, imagining what it's like in a star system, imagining, and then it naturally, deep down under layers, your mind will pull memories. And that's part of your imagination.
Someone had asked, are some of our vampire myths based upon longer living beings like yourselves, the Pleiadians being here?
Yes, yes. There's I want to call them an abscess. Not to those Pleiadians, but the mythology and the lore that comes along. They come from very ancient aliens, really. I mean, all of it.
Yeah. Huh. Very interesting. I'm still thinking about that question is there a dating app for aliens that are here?
I think
There should
somebody
be.
somebody just coined something because it's possible to have interdimensional relationships.
Yeah, I've heard that through other channels as well. Like it's not so much a thing of the future, like it's technically possible now if you're
Yes,
tapped in.
if you're tapped in, yeah.
That is interesting. I know a lot of viewers here are going to be like, sign me up. Is there an application form? Okay, that brings me to like the final set of questions, which is basically about, we are definitely in this phase of, we've reached new Earth frequency threshold. We are moving into it. We're still in this like timeline layered pile up right now where we're seeing negative timelines as well as new Earth timelines layered on top of each other. But I want to know what you can tell us about how the Pleiadians and like the fun stuff like that of like the alien interdimensional relationships and things like that we can start to play around with in our minds and see as we move forward into our Star Trek future.
So what's the question? Sorry.
I guess the question is there something you want to tell us, something fun
Something fun.
that we can expect as because we're tired of the dreary that's happening still. We want some fun stuff to look forward to.
I had the puzzle.
Oh, you had the puzzle. Okay,
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
mind.
Oh, okay. So some fun stuff. Well, um, let's see, how fun do we want to get? Okay. So I guess the fun part is like here we are now where there's still quite the veil, and um we're not openly walking the earth, but we are, like, you chances are everybody who's viewing this has a Pleiadian guide and
Mhm.
invitation to work with your guide. But the cool thing is that as you are expanding into learning your telepathic abilities and working with your guides, and then working with your mind's eye, like what we got to do with Stephanie, where we got to present ourselves in her mind's eye. Um, but then also, we physically are, some of us are here on Earth, walking the Earth amongst you. But the Pleiadians are, I, I feel strong enough and certain enough in being able to say that, Pleiadian beings are going to be some of the first physical aliens to, I mean, because there's some already here, but like to really start to commingle.
Come out of it, yeah.
Yeah. And because we're so similar and
Hmm.
uh there's some, we can those Pleiadians that are actually in a physical form look quite similar to um, to Earth humans, but there's just small, slight variances, and so, um, but yeah, soon you'll be face to face with. I mean, let's see. I say soon, but
We've been
because
hearing soon for a while, but soon is different for y'all.
yeah, like soon for me, it's from a different perspective. So,
Hmm.
but it is of a high potential. Uh,
Within our lifetimes, I suppose, is a better way to frame
Yes,
it.
yes. But you're invited now to work with us. We're here with
Hmm.
you,
Yeah,
just on the other side of the veil.
on the other side. Okay. I had a little fun question. Do you guys have like pets or animals on your planet that you caretake for?
No,
No, so no animals like that.
no, no.
Okay.
Earth is unique with that one.
Okay. So no, it's not a really common alien thing to have animal pets.
No.
Okay. And then another question. So like here on Earth, we have this ascension path where humans, like the goal is lifetime after lifetime, you're supposed to, become this ascended master, Earth ascended master. Is there like an alien version of that, a path, ascension path?
Yes, it never ends finding your way back to the whole.
Hmm.
Um,
Interesting.
and we're all learning, expanding, and growing, and it's all rolling back. It's all collecting data and finding our way back to source, collecting
Mm.
information and reporting back to source. It's a little bit more uh, less duality and more wholeness the further uh, up higher up you go in dimension. So it's not as of a doesn't seem like it's such a distant reach for us.
Mhm.
Um, but it really is a complete ascension, just following the spiral, no matter what incarnation your primary focus is in.
Okay, thank you for that answer. And we usually chat with and channel the Council of Nine, and they're always talking about the plan for the motherships. I was curious. They always say that each of the nine motherships is a mothership connected to one of the nine of the council. But do Pleiadians have a part? Are you guys on these motherships, or?
We have our we have our own fleets that are near
Mhm.
um, that are here to assist, and we work um, we do work alongside the Council of Nine uh, when not we're not like totally affiliated with them, but like you know uh, we come in and do work on an individual level with humans and take them to get take them to ships astrally and have
Mhm.
them do work and stuff. And some of the humans that we do work with are um, affiliated incarnations of that umbrella.
Okay. Okay. Um, so is the plan then, because I know a lot of people are seeing little, smaller ships, are some of those Pleiadian ships that people have seen? Like someone saying, do you flash your lights in the sky to those who are watching?
Yes,
Okay. Interesting. So you are already making your appearances when you can.
Yeah, people have seen our ships, and we also like we appear to people as, tall, luminous, like light bodies too, and orbs, and I mean, we can shift into anything really.
Hmm. And so you're slowly spoon feeding us this
hmm
disclosure
Just giving
everywhere.
you little treats, little tastes, so you can, you know, digest
What,
that. And
what message do you have for those of us who are like, we're ready for the big show? Like, come
stop,
out.
stop waiting and start just be in your life. And you came here to be a human. Be human. Aliens are not coming to save you. We are here to support you, and we are here. Uh, but the work begins now with yourself, and then ships are an afterthought. They'll come when they're ready to, when you're ready for them.
Yeah.
So it's a matter just live your life and know that that's coming, but that's not going to change your when the ships arrive. It's not like all of a sudden your life just changes to something completely different. You have to change within, and you'll start seeing it reflect back at you, and
Yeah.
then um, and then maybe you'll be ready to handle extraterrestrial aliens walking around with you.
We're so excited for that day.
So my suggestion is to just love yourself, live from the heart, be a human. It's what you're here to do, and um, just stop waiting and just be. And it's all happening. It's all happening at once. It's like it's done, but it's not
Yeah.
because you're in time.
Yes. And Kat had a good point. It's like if we continue practicing our telepathy, our abilities, working with our
Yep,
guides, all of that helps that faster as
it
well.
does. It does, and it helps prepare you for it.
Hmm. Yeah, I know that one of the practices Stephanie's been doing and that I've been trying to do is like literally just imagining aliens around me because every human has that instinctual like shock
Yeah.
at first.
And
It's
there's an underlying fear in your vessels. And so yeah, I encourage everybody to just imagine what it like. Imagine an alien in the room with you. Like imagine there wasn't the veil of the 3D reality, and you could see your your being, your guides, your angels right in the room with you. Use your
Mhm.
imagination, and that helps break open your inner vision and lets us in so we can start showing you more.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I guess is there a final activation or final message you would like to leave with us?
Um, let's see. I'm not gonna do anything like Merlin did. Everybody on the other side got a huge laugh on that too.
Yes, we did here too. And if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend going to check out the Merlin Dragon channeling.
Um, here's what I'm gonna do. So everybody who is here now and watching the replay, I'm just gonna drop energetic, like an energetic packet into your field, your individual fields. You may or may not sense it, but um, I'll have you, mm, since you guys are doing stuff with the sacral and the throat chakra, I'll have you hold your sacral and throat chakra and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And I want you to imagine a light right above the top of your head. And I want you to imagine blue, sparkly light trickling down through the top of your head, down into your throat. Feel it trickling down to your spine, and swirling around in your sacral chakra down to your root. And this energy is flushing into your pyramid of white light, completely clearing and cleansing your field, revitalizing your cellular construction. And I am putting in a little, we'll call it a cherry. I'm putting in a little cherry um, right above your crown, and that is going to kind of hold this frequency as it integrates into your field. So this is a very, very gentle activation. I'm not doing light language or anything like that. I just placed um, the little cherry inside of your pyramid, so then that way it'll trickle cleansing harmonic frequencies through your system. It's just a nice energy cleansing, and then also it'll help with your sacral and throat chakra.
Yeah,
Um,
I felt a lot in my throat just then.
yeah, so very gentle activation. Just use your imagination, and you can think about that cherry in your field today. That'll help also you with visualization. Think of the little cherry in your field above your head today, and to just imagine Pleiadian love frequencies coming through you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're
This was
welcome.
a beautiful meeting.
This is
I'm
great.
excited to connect with you and my own Pleiadian guides in the
Yes.
future. Okay.
All right.
Wonderful. All right. Then with love and with gratitude, we say goodbye to Balthazar.
Thank
Until
you.
next time. All right. We're going to close that connection with the Pleiadians. And I'm calling back all of Stephanie's personality and consciousness back into her body, replacing everything we were speaking with, having it integrate fully back into her body. And when I count backwards from 5 to 1, Stephanie's going to wake up feeling wonderful, rejuvenated, and fully integrated consciousness, identity, and personality back into her form. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wide awake, feeling wonderful all over.
As he was coming out of like stepping out, I was like, "Thank you," and he started, and he's like smiling at me with his beautiful, and then he's like flexing his chest muscles, like just like right here in front of me. Like, wasn't that fun? I was just like, "Oh my God!" So as you're pulling me like back in, I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
"Have you ever seen that like Swedish dude or Norwegian dude who's like,
Yes, yes.
he looks like him too?" He was like
So
doing that. Like I was like,
I
"Oh my
wanted to
God!"
ask, but I didn't want to be like super creeper. But I was like, if people want to meet their local secret Pleiadians, like you're not gonna find them at the bar. You're not gonna find them at the like. Where would you find them?
Where would the speakeasy? No.
Yeah, like are they at a poetry slam? Like what are they doing? Where are they? What are they
Oh
up
my
to?
gosh, that was great.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. So, and then like, are they hidden in America, or like, are they just hidden among the Swedes?
I don't. Good questions. I'm
I didn't
like,
want to be so like, okay, let's devote an entire hour to how can we date a Pleiadian?
I just
But
loved it when they're, yeah. I was like, damn, guys. And it's funny because like I have heard, I'm like, man, they're freaks.
Cat's like booking a ticket to Iceland, hold please. Right? Like,
Yeah.
sorry, American men, human men, but you can also date the Pleiadian women, okay?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was fun. I really
That was
like
fun.
that.
Yeah,
Aaron's
they're
like, no, you cat. All right, guys, that was awesome. I am going to upload the replay. And if you are new here, welcome. There are also replays posted of our previous Alien and Inner Earth series where we talked to the Arcturians and the Andromedans. So the Pleiadians are the third. Oh, and I
Oh,
keep
we
forgetting
didn't
Thoth.
ask him who's
Yeah,
next.
but let them know it doesn't necessarily have to be Alien,
It could be,
like, or like it can also be Inner Earth because we haven't done an
yeah,
Inner Earth one.
we
So
haven't. Yeah. I actually like just probably a good suggestion is doing inner Earth
Yeah,
and
well, I mean,
inner
because I knew
Earthing.
that there are some, because Inner Earth has all the portals, and so there is like galactic, mix in there. But I guess if they're still surrounding you, if you wanted to ask them real quick who they want to pass the baton to for the next Alien Live.
I'm hearing that because I've channeled Kashar once, like, and he's from Inner Earth, and I know nothing about him, but I it was like doing it was one of my first videos where I like with the rods like, okay, I'll let you in, and it was like blah blah blah, blah Kashar, and I was like, who is that? Because like so they're saying, yeah, we can focus on. They're like, focus on Inner Earth. I don't know what Kashar is. I don't know what he is. And they're like, you'll find
Okay,
out. I'm like, okay,
okay. Well, let's
okay,
do that. So then you heard it here. I think next week's schedule is a little different, so keep an eye on my stories to find out when we're doing the Alien Inner Earth series. I think it might still be Tuesday morning, but we might also be doing Tuesday instead of Thursday for the Council of Nine interview. So we'll see. We have to look at the schedule.
yeah.
Um,
And
but
like,
yes,
if
so we're gonna
and like
do
if we
Inner
don't
Earth.
do, and if we end up missing like next week for
Yeah.
whatever,
Then I'll update.
uh,
I'll update y'all on the stories. So keep an eye on my
yeah,
stories. And yeah, check out our older interviews because we've done the Andromedans and the Arcturians and now the Pleiadians. But we also have the older Council of Nine interviews where we did Prometheus, Lilith, and Isis.
yeah, no,
And
dude,
this Thursday is Persephone.
yeah.
So it's going to be fun. If you want to give us a little, what has it been like connecting with Persephone this week, Stephanie?
It's been pretty good. She's pretty I haven't she hasn't made me practice singing. She had me like I got in the shower and she had me like harmonize and sing into the water and like activate it. I was like, that's cool. And like she's been doing some really cool like synchronistic stuff with me, but I feel like she's like telling me she's like, yeah, now that you're done with the Pleiadian interview, she's like, we'll do some cool stuff. But Mary Magdalene's been coming in, and Mary Magdalene was who I worked with
First.
first. Yeah, she was in my Divine Family when I first started doing this whole thing, or building a pantheon back in like May and June. Like Mary Magdalene was she was cool, like the most caring being like entity to like work with for the first time
Yeah.
like in this field. But um Persephone's like, I'm gonna make you sing. I've just been like shoveling the driveway and like my husband and nephew are home and my nephew sings all the time, but like I haven't gotten comfortable enough to just be like belting out tunes in the middle of the
Yeah.
living room with other people around, so we'll see.
I've been
So I
thinking
think
about that. I'm like, I'm not singing enough, but I just
me
saw the
either.
Avatar movie, and I'm a big fan. But they sing an Avatar song. The Navi have a song, so I've been singing that a lot. Just like it's just a couple tones, and I think of her. I'm like, oh, okay, Persephone, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll la 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 today.
Yeah, that's so true. I'm so excited. Okay,
Me too.
guys. Well, we are gonna post this. We love you. Go out there, have a magical day, and remember, aliens are here
Mhm.
already.
Like right
Stephanie can
here.
literally have them channel through her body, but like anyone can go out and pick up rods or a pendulum. We're having those I'm having those solo lives where we all practice together. We can literally connect with aliens with these. Um,
It's
so you can
those are
literally start talking to them.
yeah, like using pendulums and rods really helps connect and be like there is an energy working through me. So I
Yes.
highly recommend.
Use pendulums as well. Sometimes pendulums are better, I feel like, because they can offer you more distinct answers. Like my yes is a clockwise, my no is back and forth like this. An unknown, I think, is counterclockwise. And like when they don't want to tell you the answer, mine is back and forth like
Mm.
this. So the
Yeah,
rods are less specific, but they do help you tap in more to like what you might be getting telepathically.
yeah,
But yeah, you can totally do that. And then if you check my pinned post, there's like a quick guide on how to safely and properly open and close a session. And to the person who asked, yes, all the videos that I've mentioned in the past, they're on my page as well. You can just go through. They have like a
yeah.
distinct
And like
image.
I was like, oh, I should probably start downloading what we're doing and putting it on my page too, because I notice people are like looking at my profile. I'm like, they're not
Yeah.
here. So
Mhm.
I'll start doing it to like from now on. When Dale uploads them, I'll upload them onto my page too. I was thinking
Sounds
about
good.
going back and doing it. I was like, that's
I
gonna take
know.
forever.
It's
So
hard.
yeah, so I'll just try to I'll try to be on top of it, so then that way you can find them at both places.
Okay. Well, I think we're done here. We
All
love you
right,
all. Have a
love you
magical
guys.
day.
Thank
And
you.
we'll talk to you later. See you Thursday.
Bye. See ya.
Bye.